Hi, I'm Aaron.
Hi, I'm Megan.
And we're Goen Garage. Okay. We are heading to Logan's Port, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Logan's Port.
Logan's Port. So Megan found a dinette for her bus. She found it online, and we're gonna go pick it up. And so that's what we're doing today. It's kind of cold and crappy out. So
Really windy. My hair's
really windy.
blowing up on my head.
So me and Meg's on our way up here, and we're gonna grab this, get home, and probably get that put in the bus here before too awfully long. So the bus is coming along well. We've done a lot. We worked on it quite a bit, but you know, just takes time. Anyway, we're gonna go pick this up, and we'll show you guys what we come up with. All right, we got back with the dinette. They're just kind of sitting there right now.
You just gonna sit there?
Yeah. Just let me alone, okay?
Kind of stuck in a place. And then here's the table. This table's like new. I mean, it looks really nice. Yeah, there's the table. So this hooks to the wall, then the leg kicks down, that goes in the middle. You can drop that down right here and sit it on these edges, and then that would make a bed all the way across. So she's gonna have the dinette on one side, and then she's gonna have her couch over here on the other. We can go over and look at it. Sorry, my garage is a disaster. When you're doing something like this, it's a mess. So this is her couch that she bought. That thing is cool.
Cool. Yeah, it is cool.
It is super cool. You gotta show them how it works, Meg. So it goes as a couch like this, and you can see these brackets right here, the way they work. Can you do it by yourself, or will it flip on you? There. So then when she wants to make a bed, she does that, and it actually has legs that kicks down. If you see them legs that's mounted on here, yeah, they both kick down like this. And then you got legs.
You got new legs. New legs.
Yeah. That thing's cool. And then it just folds right back up and goes right back to a couch. Pretty awesome.
Yes! That's awesome!
So this will be on one side, and then with the dinette will be on the other side. So yeah, it's coming along. Gathering parts and all that fun stuff.
I got the shower pan ordered.
So the shower pan's ordered, and you got that shower door ordered too,
shower
dude.
door,
The one
bedroom door.
that's the good thing about this thing being metal is you can get magnets. Like you can get the magnets that has the hooks on them.
Filming.
Yeah, you can get the magnets with the hooks and actually put it to the ceiling or anything. Like if you want to hang something, as long as it has a good magnet, it'll hold it. You know.
Okay, you're freaking me out.
Yeah, so that couch that she just showed you, it'll go right here. And then over on this side will be the dinette. It'll go right here on this wall, which is right in front of these two big windows. And then the stove will probably be here on the end, don't you
No,
think?
the sink will be on the end, the stove will be over that way.
Okay, so the sink's going to be here.
No, the sink's not near those plugins.
Huh?
Who don't want the sink near the plugins? The sink will be over here.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
stove will be over there. That
yeah.
won't be near the electrical.
Yeah, then the stove will be over here where the plugs are, yeah. And then there'll be this Lazy Susan in the corner, and it'll curve. And then we're going to put a countertop all the way across here, and it'll be kind of rounded right here to be able to kind of guide you down the hallway. So, yeah, it's looking good. It's getting there. It just takes so much time doing this, you know. But we'll get it. I've tried to find a place.
This spot will work?
I don't think so. You don't want it too tight because you
Yeah.
don't want it shorten out.
Push it, yeah.
I'd take that drill and I'd just drill a hole, maybe about halfway between that plug in and yeah, wherever.
Right here?
Yeah. And just drill up. There you go. Yeah.
Oh, this is loose. No wonder it's okay.
Oh, is it loose?
You ever know this?
What?
Tighten your drill up, tighten it up like that,
Yeah.
and bring it back one notch.
Yeah.
It keeps it tight longer.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know
I
that.
didn't either.
getting the wiring all done. Megan's running, oh, the wrong way. He goes down.
We're going down?
Yeah, because it runs across the top of all that, remember?
Yeah, I thought we were going to go that and then just take it off this way and then cut it off wherever you need to go that way.
No, I just drop it down and bring it down here. I would. It'd be a lot easier to pull all that.
That's true.
You're going to be dragging a lot through there. Yeah. Then we'll see. You might drop it.
Go through this too?
You might drop it right through here.
Same hole?
Yeah.
Oh, that was the one that was hard to get with.
Yeah. Move this wire over a little bit, maybe. Yeah, we had to call in the expert, Bobby Latour, our little buddy. Make sure we're getting this wired in right. I'm pretty sure it's right. I'm pretty sure it's right, but I just want to make sure. So, yeah, if you can get that to go through there.
Bobby's here. Mr. Latour has arrived. Well, he's fast.
Very, now, fast, very fast.
I can't do this on camera.
They'll fast forward it anyway.
Hey guys, it's another day. Working on the bus again. What I'm doing right now is working on the electrical. Okay, so here's the electrical box. This is what we're hooking up. What I've done is I've put this right here. This has got a 30 amp plug like this. So what I did is I wired this plug into the breaker box. So you can take this and you can run this and plug it into a garage with just a regular cord or something. Or what I'm doing is I'm wiring this up to where this can be plugged into here. So what that'll do is this will be hooked to the solar system. So literally, when you're doing this, you can't actually mess up by plugging this in to an outlet like at a campground or something like that. You can't do that without messing up your solar is what I'm getting at. Basically, it's kind of dummy proof and I'm the dummy.
Hey, dummy!
So that's why I made it like this. This is exactly how we did it in our shuttle bus or other one. And that's how we're doing it here in Megan's bus. Because she is eventually going to get solar. And when she does, we will wire into this for her solar. But until then, she can still plug it into a campground or an outlet or whatever. They actually make these adapters that'll get it down to a 110 plug or 120, whatever you want to call it. And then there's a 30 amp. A lot of these you guys already know. These hooked on like that, so you can still plug it in to a regular outlet or extension cord. You can't draw a lot of power off of this with it being a 110 like this. You can't plug it in to an extension cord and try to run air conditioning, stuff like that. Obviously, you're gonna have problems.
Obviously.
But it works great for running the lights, any kind of plug-ins. You know, if she has the TV, anything like that, she can be able to run it off the cord. That's why I'm building this the way I am, and I'm just trying to explain this to you guys so that if somebody out there is wanting to build something and they're just kind of wondering, you know, how can I do this and not mess up my solar? Well, this is the way I found to do it, is to wire it so that you literally have to unplug one thing to plug in another. So there's no way that you can short out your solar system doing it this way. So that's just my opinion. This is just how I do it.
Well, opinions are like assholes, Your Honor. Everybody's got one.
Cut it out.
Everybody does stuff different, and a lot of you out there are going, man, I wouldn't do it like that. Okay, well, this is just how I do it. So I'm just showing you how I do it. So it works. It's worked for us for years. And on our new bus that's over here, we're going to be doing the same thing to this. So I'll do the same type of thing to this. So, all right. So I took the whole top of the wheel well out. As you can see where it's at. There's plenty of space here because this is a hallway down through here. So what we're going to do is we're going to come across here with a piece of 2x4. We're going to box this in a big flat area so it'll step up, walk across, and step down. It's kind of a little bit of inconvenience, but as you can see, we can cut this down a little bit because it was really tall like the other one. You can see how that one was. So now we've cut the top off, and what I'll do now is I'll just take a piece of metal and I'll hook it across here, go all the way across, and then put a brake on it. Then we'll build the hallway. So that's what I'm working on. I had to hand bend this because I loaned out my brake to a guy, a buddy of ours. So I didn't have my brake here. I was like, oh crap, what am I gonna do? So what I did old school. And it'll work out. Took a hammer, just beat this down. So this is going over the wheel well inside the bus here. But sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah, I loaned out my brake, so that's okay. It's all right. Okay, I think that'll work. I'm about to do a little bit more bending on this, and then I'm going to stitch weld it into the bus. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, we got the step put in. Everything's all put away. I ended up putting a door on this thing, so you can see it's got a little area right there for storage or something like that. It's not much, but you try to use every space you can in a bus.
Good night, Mr. Tanaka.
Good night.
Good night, Mr. O.
Good night.
Good night, Mr. Yamaguchi.
Yeah, she's gonna have a small step up, and then she can walk across. So it's nice and flat now. It was like that. So it's getting there. All right. So what I'm doing today is I'm building these frames. I put this one here together. I'm gonna build another one, and then this is gonna be like a box for the seat to sit on in the living room there for her big seat. So I'm gonna build this box. I'm gonna box it all in, put this in the bus, and then we'll put that seat up on top of this. So that's what I'm working on. What I'm doing now is I cut some legs to put on all four corners where this base is going to be for the seat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bolt those all on here, get that one on top, and get it all screwed together. Then that way it's almost ready to be covered, wrapped, and put the seat on it. So that's what I'm working on. So time lapse. I think that'll work. So what I'll do now is I'll take and cover this whole thing with plywood all the way around, and then we'll make the couch. Let me get this off here. Sorry about that. So the couch that's over there, we're gonna mount it on top of this. But what we'll do is I'll make this to where this hinges up, and then you can close it, and then it'll be a seat. It'll have storage underneath. So that's what we're doing. All right, so I just got done building this platform for Megan's seat over there for her bus. So what I did is I framed this in the other day with 2x4s, you might have seen it. And then I just now, there we go. I got this to hinge open. So what she'll do is she'll be able to hinge this open to get down inside of here for anything. So we'll end up wrapping the bottom part of this and putting the seat on here. But yeah, I think it'll work good. Looks like a casket.
Okay, get in.
So yeah, I'm gonna continue to work on this. I'm gonna get the seat mounted up on top of here, and then I'll kind of show you guys what it looks like when I get done. All right, guys, I got this thing put together for Meg. As you seen earlier, I built the box for this thing to sit on. What I did is I put a lid on here and put hinges on the back, so you can actually hinge this open to be able to get down into stuff to store for storage, stuff like that. So I bolted this onto the seat, and the seat's pretty nice. It's real comfortable, really. It really is a nice seat. But that's not all it does.
There's more?
So what you do is you pull this thing this way, you pull these legs out, and they lock. There's a little pin you have to push in to flip them back down. You flip these down, like that, and this thing goes down like this. So it works as a bed. You can use this thing as a bed or just a couch or whatever the case may be. So yeah, you just push these little buttons.
He's pushing your buttons.
Maybe. There you go. It's going to make me out to be a liar. There you go. And then it goes back to the seat. Pretty cool.